And then Young Miami, who was popping all type of you can't hear a word out of her mouth now. Everybody's quiet now. Big Act still talking, they quiet as hell.
Man, did y'all try and get Young Miami in trouble? Y'all ain't read the transcript. Y'all must want to get Young Miami in trouble. You know Diddy ain't playing that.
So it looks like Young Miami is getting sucked into Diddy's mess herself because the streets are saying that she is also getting dropped by Revolt TV and is about to lose everything. It also looks like Diddy has stopped paying her sugar baby allowance, and Miami is having a mental breakdown because she is quickly going broke. Child Miami is going through it, and it looks like she is going down with Diddy, and she is going down hard. Did she just dump Diddy? Die? Why not together? No mouth. Because like he was, he was he. Wasn't ready, and I was trying to be a woman and do things, and he wasn't, so then I was, and I left. Okay. So it looks like Diddy is not the only one facing the fallout from his recent lawsuits, because a lot more people are being affected by it. And no, I don't mean his lawyers, because I'm pretty sure that his lawyers are smiling to the bank and secretly wishing for even more allegations to come up so they can keep making bank. But the lawyers are the only ones in Diddy's camp that are smiling over this, because everyone else is in a state of chaos, including his boo thing Young Miami. According to rumors, Young Miami is being canceled along with Diddy, which isn't all that shocking, because Diddy is the major reason behind the clout that Miami had in the industry, and now that he's going down, Miami is going down with him, and shall the things that have been alleged against Diddy, they're insane.
Some of Diddy, why y'all not together no more? Because like he was up, he wasn't ready, and I was trying to be a woman and work through things, and he wasn't ready. So then I was like, it. And I left.
Okay, so starting from Cassie's lawsuit, where she said that Diddy essayed Miss Ventura in her own home after she tried to leave him, often punched, beat, kicked, and stomped on Miss Ventura, resulting in bruises, burst lips, black eyes, and bleeding, forced Miss Ventura to engage in intimate act with males as WS while getting off on it, and filming the encounters, demanded that Miss Ventura to carry his firearm in her purge just to make her uncomfortable and demonstrate how dangerous he is, and introduced
essayed Miss Ventura in her own home after she tried to leave him, often punched, beat, kicked, and stomped on Miss Ventura, resulting in bruises, burst lips, black eyes, and bleeding, forced Miss Ventura to engage in intimate acts with male SWs while getting off on it and filming the encounters, demanded that Miss Ventura to carry his firearm in her purse just to make her uncomfortable and demonstrate how dangerous he is, and introduced Miss Ventura to a lifestyle of excessive alcohol and substance abuse, and required her to procure illicit prescriptions to satisfy his own addiction.
Camp and get to her apartment in Manhattan. The lawsuit also talked about a time when there comes beat Miss Ventura pushing her into a corner of the vehicle and stomping on her face. When the car arrived at Mr. Combs' residence, Miss Ventura attempted to run away, but Mr. Combs followed her and proceeded to kick her again in the face. Miss Ventura was bleeding profusely and was ushered into Mr. Combs' home, where she began to throw up from the violent incident. She also claimed that he would drug her out and pimp her out to other men, and he called it freak-offs. According to the lawsuit, Mr. Combs always Miss Ventura was provided with abundant quantities of various drugs both before and during the FOS. These substances included ecstasy, cocaine, GHB, ketamine, marijuana, and alcohol, all administered in excessive amounts, facilitating her dissociation during the distressing encounters. It became customary to receive IV fluids in the aftermath of these incidents to mitigate the effects of the substances forced upon her. Miss Ventura also brought to light allegations against him, such as attempting harm against individuals, exemplified by incidents such as blowing up Kiddu's car and attempting harm against Suge Knight. For instance, during a drug session at Mr. Combs' residence, his security staff interrupted to report Suge Knight's presence at Mel's Drive-In Diner in Los Angeles. This prompted Mr. Combs to hastily arm himself and rush out, believing Suge Knight was dining there. While the lawsuit was eventually settled, Mr. Combs' legal team maintained his innocence, emphasizing that settling does not imply guilt. However, subsequent revelations about Diddy's actions surfaced, further tarnishing his reputation. Suge Knight, from jail, disclosed unsettling details about Diddy's conduct, including physical violence towards his former assistant Capricorn. Capricorn herself corroborated these claims, revealing how Diddy mistreated her and the industry's complicity in covering up his misconduct. She urged others to resist the allure of such wrongdoing and emphasized the need for accountability and integrity. Additionally, revelations emerged regarding Diddy's mistreatment of Kim Porter during her lifetime, with reports of physical abuse prompting Porter to defend herself against him, Miss Ventura, to a lifestyle of excessive alcohol and substance abuse, and required her to procure illicit prescriptions to satisfy his own addiction. She also revealed how he put his hands on her over and over again. For example, there's a time when they were on their way home from a party, Mr. Combs beat Miss Ventura repeatedly in an escalade, including by kicking and hitting her. He forced her out of the vehicle on Fifth Avenue. In New York City, she was eventually able to hail a
One night, when they were at home at Kim's house on 110th Street, he wanted to, put his hands on her in the wrong way. And Kim took one of those corkscrews and ripped his wrist up and hit an artery. And when she did that, he had to rush over to St. Luke's Hospital.
Gene also revealed how he used to put paws on his then girlfriend and baby mama, Misa Hilton.
Misa was out there. She was messing with the dude from EPMD. That's why Puff first beat her.
Gene also revealed how he used to physically assault his then girlfriend and mother of his child, Misa Hilton. Misa was targeted because she was involved with someone from EPMD. Initially, fans urged her to flee as rumors swirled about Diddy's actions, suggesting that Miami, too, may have been complicit in them. Gina Hunn, a former fling of Diddy, disclosed that he turned hostile towards her after the initial few months of kindness, exhibiting mental, emotional, and physical abuse. This led fans to speculate that Miami might have been involved in Diddy's mistreatment of other women based on her interactions with Gina on social media. Their public spat last year, ignited by a photo of Diddy kissing Gina, escalated when Miami accused Gina of seeking attention. Gina retorted, dismissing Miami's accusations and asserting her own autonomy. Miami then insinuated that Gina was using her for attention, claiming her own significance. This exchange drew attention to their long-standing rivalry and Miami's dismissive attitude towards Gina. Hey, house effing on a billionaire, you freaky bee. Gina retorted to Miami, prompting Miami to respond, why you so pressed, mama? I thought you was a city girl. Miami then fired back, asserting her status as a city girl and claiming ownership over Gina's man, declaring she wouldn't relinquish him regardless of Gina's attempts. She further taunted Gina, insinuating that if Diddy desired Gina to perform degrading acts, she would comply, highlighting Gina's desperation for a child and her past emotional outbursts. Many speculate Miami's complicity in the situation, leading to her being implicated alongside Diddy. The situation worsened for her when Diddy was ousted from Revolt TV, prompting rumors of Miami's potential removal. Hours before Revolt TV's announcement, Miami discounted her Kisha Please brand, indicating she anticipates financial instability. With her income sources dwindling, including album sales and her brand, public sympathy is scarce, with many holding her accountable for her past actions. Some even suggest she may face legal repercussions in the future. Despite this, opinions on whether she deserves her predicament vary, with some acknowledging her association with Diddy's misconduct, while others question the rationality of supporting such behavior.